Welcome to my channel Chaotic Curvy Mama. I hope you all are doing well. Today I'm going to show you guys this look that I have created, which is very easy to do with minimum products, that is minimum makeup products. I personally used this look quite many times after my marriage, that is when I was newly married. I used to visit relatives, I used to visit friends, and then I used this look quite many times. People who are not very used to makeup or who barely do makeup, they can actually go for this look. I hope you try this makeup, and yes, this is just not for the married or the newly married. Everybody can try this makeup. It is a very desi and simple look. So hoping that you try and look gorgeous. So to start with the makeup, what I usually prefer or refer would be always use a cream or a sunscreen. If you are going out in the day, I would suggest use a sunscreen, else you get lots of pigmentation and skin issues. You get tan very easily. So yes, use a sunscreen, and if not, then always use a moisturizer. What I am using right now is my favorite embryolisse. The advantage of this moisturizer is it works as a face primer as well. There are lots of moisturizers in the market. You can inquire or you can check online, which works two ways, as in it works as a moisturizer as well as your face primer. So what happens is you need not buy a primer separately for your makeup. You just moisturize your face and your skin gets primed as well. The basic idea of a face primer is it makes your makeup last for a very longer time. The next step that you can do is use a foundation. So for myself, I am using my MAC foundation, MAC Studio Fix foundation. But if you have lots of dark circles, I would suggest you to again use a corrector and correct your under eye or your pigmentation. But for a beginner, blending an orange corrector becomes kind of difficult. It was difficult for me. So yeah, you can directly go for a foundation, but if it is an extreme case of dark circles, yes, use a corrector or a concealer before the foundation, a concealer that would be a little darker than your own skin tone. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hand and apply my foundation evenly all over my face. To blend your foundation, you can always use a foundation brush, but for beginners and for easy to use, I would suggest you to buy a sponge, something like this. So the basic idea to use this beauty blender or this sponge is soak it in water, then squeeze the water off, and then use it to blend your foundation. All you need to do is just press and dab. Just don't move your foundation from here to there. Just press and dab it all over your face, your ears, your face. Just dab, 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 dab.
Don't mind me, boy. Let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist.
After you're done with your foundation, I would suggest you to use a concealer. Here I'm using my LA Girl Pro Conceal. The basic idea of a concealer is to conceal your dark spots or your problem areas which your foundation might not be able to cover if you're using a foundation which is not high coverage. The concealer works as an eye primer or an eye base. Usually a foundation is called a base as well. So for the eye base, you can use a concealer instead of buying another eye primer. And primer, like I mentioned, it is basically to make your makeup last longer. We use eye primer so that your eye makeup lasts long.
All weekend, we let the story begin. We're going out on our first date. You and me at Thrifty, so go all you can eat. Fill up your bag and I fill up a plate. Talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour and how your family.
Again, take your beauty blender and blend.
Come and kiss in the backseat, tell the driver make the radio play, and I'm singing like, girl, you know I.
After your concealer and your foundation routine, all you need to do is set your makeup. We set our makeup with a loose powder or a compact powder to make it long lasting. Here today I'm going to use my compact powder. So I'm using my MAC Studio Fix Compact Powder. To use your compact powder, you can use the sponge that is with the compact powder. But now I'm going to use a dry beauty blender to set my makeup with my compact powder. So here I take it.
You every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body.
I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. I would suggest all of you to contour your face. Take any matte brown color according to your skin tone and give a little definition in your face. And I'm going to use a bronzer that is from Hoola.
I'm in love with your body.
I'm done with my contouring and I'm losing my daylight, so now I'm going to use my blush. And again, this is my favorite blush from MAC. Always smile while using a blush. For my eyes, I'm taking my Hoola Rose Gold palette. You can take any eyeshadow palette that you have. So with my Rose Gold palette, to make a crease line, I'm going to use a color like this.
My hands stop, but then the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance, and I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my.
Well, I was shooting in daylight, but the daylight went out on me. But now I have to complete the look that I want to show you guys. First, I've used an orange or a rust color. You can use a light brown color, but I have used a rust orangey color. Now using the dark brown shade in the palette, which is called Cocoa.
I'm in love with your body. And last night you were in my room, and now my bed sheets smell like you every day.
Now I'm going to take a little shimmery shade, which is called Angelic from the palette. You can use any kind of shimmer shade. I'm going to take this with my finger. And now I'm going to blend it again. I'm going to take my dark brown shade that is Cocoa and use it in my lower lash line.
Up your bag and I fill up a plate. Talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour and how your family is doing okay. Leaving, getting the text.
Now I'm going to draw my eyeliner. For my eyeliner, I'm using my Makeup Forever eyeliner. You can use any eyeliner that you want.
Follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say boy, let's not talk too much.
Now that I have drawn my eyes, I'm going to use my favorite part, that is mascara. And for my mascara, I'm using my MAC mascara.
We pushing forward like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body.
So I'm not done with my eyebrows, so now I'm going to do my eyebrows. And for my eyebrows, I'm using my Goof Proof pencil. Now again, I'm going to use my favorite part of makeup, that is highlighter. Here I'm using my Becca highlighter. Now I'm going to line my lips with the lip liner, and I'm using my Wet n Wild lip liner in the shade Plumberry. I'm done with my lip liner. Now I'm going to use my lipstick, and for my lipstick I'm using this mini lipstick from Nykaa, and the shade is called Bombay. I'm going to take my Pekka highlighter. Again, use my fingertip and use it in my inner corner.
So the bar is where I go. Me and my friends.
And now to fix my makeup, I'm going to use my MAC Prep and Prime.
Start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance.
I'm going to keep my hair like this. I'm just going to wear a little sindoor and bindi and be back.
You know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Boy, let's not talk too much.
So if you have liked my video, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Press the bell icon, that is the bell next to the notification, so that you are reminded of any videos that I upload in future. Till then, be safe, be happy, wear a mask. I love you all.
And now my bed sheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body.